Welcome to Game Week 1 of the Nathan Bacon Jerky podcast. Is this going to be an FPL podcast bringing you the highest level of analysis? No. Is this going to be an FPL podcast bringing you useful FPL information? Absolutely not. Is this going to be a podcast where I give you my knee-jerk reaction to the FPL game week and Premier League football whilst not taking FPL and myself seriously whilst chatting shite half the time? Yes it is. But today, as the season hasn't started, I'm going to give you my knee-jerk reaction to all of the biggest FPL YouTubers' final Game Week 1 teams. Probably going to change. But then we're going to chinwag about the state of FPL content, and then we're going to reveal my very own actually final Game Week 1 FPL team. If that sounds good to you, great. If that doesn't sound good to you, unlucky. Can't do anything about that. So we have Andy Let's Talk FPL's team, FPL Harry, FPL Mate, FPL Tips, FPL Focal, FPL Raptor, Az from FPL Blackbox, and Goldbridge, my favourite FPL YouTuber. And we're just going to look at these drafts. I haven't actually looked at them properly. I've had a quick browse, just having a browse through YouTube, you know, as you do. But I haven't actually had a deep dive into them. Now, it's going to be quite interesting for me to look at them because, if you guys don't know, I'm not playing FPL properly this year. I'm basically not playing FPL. I'm just having fun. I'm bench boosting Game Week 1. I'm using all my chips straight away just so I can make fun videos and also just have fun, you know. But it will be interesting to see for me, and probably for you if you haven't seen some of these teams, how these FPL experts are approaching the season, because I haven't even actually attempted to make a good FPL team. I've only gone for the ones for fun. Anyway, that's alright. We need a chat shit counter because that's already once I've gone off topic. Anyway, Andy's team. So I'll go through it. I'll go through all the teams one by one, right? Onana in goals, Chilwell, Estupinan, Gabriel in defence, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Mbeumo, Martinelli, Saka in midfield, Haaland and Watkins up top. So, you know, we got a solid defence, we got a solid midfield, we got a solid attack. No real spicy differentials, you know. They're pretty much all the best players from last season. Not really changing it up from last season, apart from Onana, who obviously wasn't here last season. But if we quickly go over to FPL Harry's team, he's got Gabriel, Estupinan, Chilwell as his starting defenders. Gabriel, Estupinan, Chilwell, starting defenders. Okay. He's got Saka and Martinelli in midfield. Okay. He's got Bruno Fernandes and Rashford in midfield. Okay. And he's also got a 6.5 million. He's got Eze. To be fair, Andy, whoa, breaking news. They actually have different players. Andy has Mbeumo, Harry has Eze. And then also, Harry, he did upload this video 2 days ago from when I'm recording. So he's probably updated it since now because Nkunku is kind of out for 3 months. So that's a big unlucky for him. He's not going to be playing, but he's got 0.5 million in the bank. Do you know what he could do with that? He could upgrade Nkunku to Watkins and have the exact same team as Andy. Wow, this is amazing, right? I'm so glad we've got hours worth of content on FPL YouTube to chinwag about the exact same team. I wonder if that theme continues. We go to FPL Mate. In defense, he's got Chilwell, Estupinan, Gabriel. Oh wait, that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure I've seen that before. He's got Onana in goals. Oh, different to FPL Harry. Same as Andy. No, can't have it. Too different. Then we have Rashford and Bruno. Oh, where have I seen that before? Rashford and Bruno. Then we have Saka and Martinelli. Oh, where have I seen that before? Richarlison in midfield this time. Oh, okay. FPL mate, didn't know you were danky like that, all right? We actually have a danky differential, Richarlison. I mean, he's going to be so differential because he's not actually going to play. Never mind, get points. So I'm not too sure about that one. And we've also got a Darwin. Darwin, you know, the theory of evolution. Darwin Núñez is the theory of de-evolution because he's just... No, he's setting us back a few hundred years when you actually see him try and kick a ball. Anyway, pretty much the exact same team again. We've just got a slight different midfielder and one different attacker. That's the only difference right now. And the goalkeeper. Out of a full almost 15, but the starting 11, we literally have 3 different players from 3 different content creators. Yay, I love FPL content on YouTube. That's why, I'm not saying, oh, I'm different, so I'm better, you know. But, you know, I'm conscious of my time, and I don't want to just, be repeating basically what everybody else is doing. If I was playing FPL seriously, my team would look exactly like this. And then I'm spending hours of my time and wasting hours of your time talking about the exact same thing. I don't really see a value in that. So that's kind of the reason, well, one of the reasons I've strayed away from playing FPL the way I would normally do it and the way everybody else is doing it. I'm not saying my way's better. I'm not saying I'm better than everyone, even though I am, because, you know, I'm having more fun. But yeah, this is just not what I want to do. But if we carry on going through the teams, hopefully we'll be able to find some differences, all right? You know, tickle our pickle a little bit. So we move on to FPL tips. And we have Onana in goals. Oh, wait, have I seen that before? Oh, yeah, no, we've seen that before. Stones, Gabriel Estupiñán. We've got a different defender, hey! I mean, that different defender is the same price point, so no different structure. It's literally just Man City defender. Oh, wait, he's already got Chilwell as well. Never mind. I take it all back. Take it all back. He's got Chilwell. He's just on the bench, and that's his only bench cover. There we are. So he could have the same defense as the rest of them. See, we thought we had a differential there. He teased us in, and it was like pranked. No, we don't. We've also got Saka and Martinelli in midfield. Saka, Martinelli. Yeah, it's a pretty good midfield, apparently. And Bruno and Rashford in midfield as well. Bruno and Rashford. Exact same midfield. And we got one different midfielder again. The 6.5 mil slot is the only one that's moving around. We've had Mitoma, we've had Richarlison, we've had Eze, we've had Mbeumo. So that, to be fair, that one is consistently changing. But that's one of the only spots that is changing. So we've got Haaland up top as well. And Jackson. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. It's the first time we've seen you. We've got a Darwin, we've got a Jackson, we had an Nkunku, that's going to be out, and a Watkins. So again, pretty much the exact same team again, just with like 1, 2, 3 different players. Why? I hate it. I want to see some spice, you know? I mean, we've had this where like 2 seasons ago, pretty much everybody had the same team. And everybody did really well because that big template did well. But then last season, the big template didn't do so well. And then the 1 or 2 players you straight off of it really didn't do well. Like, I didn't go for Haaland last year. I went for Kane. Completely terrible. I went for the worst 8 million midfielder out of all of the options. And it was just absolute bad news. So I do wonder how it's going to go this season with everybody having pretty much the exact same team. Could there be some other players? Like, we haven't seen a Trippier. We haven't even seen a Salah in any of these. We haven't seen a Kane. Salah, Kane could outscore this entire team. Never mind with the rest of the players that you could have in differentials as well. But there we are. Right, let's move on, shall we? We should move on to FPL Focus team. Let's see if it's any different. Whoa. I see one different player. Well, hey, until I realise Chilwell is on the bench again. I like it. So we got Onana in goals. Have I seen that? I think I have. Gabriel Estupiñán, Tarkowski. But Chilwell on the bench. I mean, just start Chilwell. Like, Tarkowski could get, like, minus points. Chilwell could easily get, like, an 18-pointer against Liverpool. And then probably not get any points against Luton. But, you know, he could get the points. The midfield, we do actually have one extra different player. And up top, so FPL Focus is a little bit different. As we don't have a Saka and a Martinelli this time. We have a Saka and a Jesus. We still have the Bruno Fernandes and the Rashford, though. We still got a 6.5 mil slot, and we still got the Haaland, of course. The only difference being Foden in here and Jesus in here. Now, Foden, to be fair to FPL Focal, this was uploaded 9 days ago before the Community Shield, so I'm not too sure if he's changed it since then. But this is what all I've got to go off for now, and what I can see right now is, again, the exact same team as everybody else. Copycats. You know the Buzz Lightyear meme where like everyone's they're in the shelves and they just look exactly the same. This is content creators FPL Game Week 1 teams. This is just the way it's gone. It's terrible. I don't like it. We need some spice. Let's see if Raptor, the dinosaur, has brought some spice. No. To be fair, he does have a slightly different formation. All the other guys have gone 3-5-2, right? Yeah. FPL Raptor, slight difference. I mean, the rest of the team is the exact same, but we have a difference, so hey. And also, it's 7 days ago, and Nkunku's been injured, so this team's going to change. I'm probably going to change back to like everybody else's team. There we go then. There we go. But again, we got Onana, we got Stones, we got Stupinan, we got Gabriel, Martinelli, Rashford, Mbeumo, Saka, double Arsenal. We don't have a Bruno in here. That's who we sacrificing here for an Nkunku, or what was an Nkunku. That's going to be changed now. And Darwin. Yeah, I don't know about Darwin. I don't know about Darwin. Theory of de-evolution. Let's move on to see if anybody else has got any different. As the man, come on, Az, you got to have something different. And wait, finally, we've got something a little different. I mean, the overall structure is pretty much the exact same as well, but at least the players are slightly different. So in goals, he has Steele instead of an Onana. I mean, as a Brighton fan, yeah, fair, that's fair. Stones, Timber is Stupinan. Yeah, if you keep Timber in your team, you're going to be looking at your rank and going to be saying, it's going down. I'm blaming Timber. Stones, we've had Stones. That could have been Chilwell. Oh, guess what? Chilwell's on the bench. Chilwell, he's a sneaky geezer. You're like, oh no, someone didn't choose Chilwell. Not sneaking on the bench. Stones, Timber is Stupinan in defence, though. Pretty much the same as the rest, but we have Timber instead of Gabriel. I'm really not sure about that one because I don't think he'll be nailed. And you might as well just go for the one of the ones that's actually nailed. And the thing is, going for a defender differential is just no point, especially when there are a rotation risk. Because he's not going to be attacking. He's not going to be like that fullback that's just up and down the pitch constantly. So, I don't know about that one. Rashford and Bruno in midfield. Saka and Odegaard this time. So, we have an Odegaard instead of a Martinelli. And then we also got slightly different with Maddison in midfield. So, we're here. Yes, as the man, we finally got someone slightly different. I mean, that's someone different. Are they better than Mbeumo and Eze? I mean, they're all going to be outscored by like a Gibbs White or something, you know. That's just the way it's going to go. But at least we've got something different. And also slightly different structure here, as we have João Pedro up top instead of one of the other 7.5 or 8 million price players. But again, pretty much the same team. Now, I know I'm complaining. And I know this is the same team. And this template, like this template will probably be the most popular template because I feel like there'll be other templates for like a Salah draft and that. But I generally think like a Salah Kane could outscore all of these right now. Like if I wasn't playing FPL the way I was this season, I would 100% just go for someone like Kane because if it goes my way, it's going to take everyone ages to catch me up. Hardly anyone's going to be able to get in a Kane, get in a Salah if you don't have them. And I know they say that about every player. You know, just get in all the players just in case. Can't do that. You have a budget. But still. Right, let's move on to our final and favourite FPL YouTuber, Goldbridge. Now, Goldbridge is someone who doesn't play FPL. So I'm hoping that his team is going to be different. Let's have a look. Onana in goals. Stones, Saliba, Estupinan in defence. Rashford, Matoma, Saka, Bruno midfield. Haaland, Jackson, Pedro forward. This dude doesn't even play FPL, and he's still got the exact same team. What? Now, he did do a live stream and people were telling him what players to choose. So, you know, and also you can tell he doesn't play FPL. Look at that bench. Bench more expensive than half the team. But again, it's pretty much the exact same team. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 YouTuber teams here. And some of them had a difference of 1 or 2 players. And I think the most differences we had between them all was like 4, 5. And even that, like, so over half the team is the exact same as everybody else's. And even the ones that are different are just players from the same teams, but a slight different version. Like we got Odegaard instead of Martinelli, Timber instead of Gabriel and all that. The exact same teams. I ain't happy with that. Make FPL fun again. Get some originality in here. I wonder if this is due to the way FPL is going. And we'll talk about the state of FPL after this. Actually, should we just move into... Let's slowly transition, smooth transition, into the state of FPL and FPL content. So... I'm gonna run it back a bit. Where back in my day, right, I'm gonna sound like a proper old age pensioner. Back in my day, the cool kids didn't use stats. All right, let's go down memory lane, and I kind of want to chinwag about how FPL content has developed and why I think it's kind of the reason why we're seeing this. We're seeing all of the same teams. So I started my channel in 2019, and back then, oh boy, let me just show you. Look at these thumbnails. Look at these videos. These were something, all right? Where I was a little bit unique compared to some other FPL content creators, where I was already making videos on YouTube not about FPL, mostly on my university vlogs. I was making uni vlogs. And fun fact, I actually almost got kicked out of my uni for making uni vlogs. I'm just going to go into this because it's a funny story. I mean, all I did was I made uni vlogs of just me getting drunk and me having fun, basically. Just living the uni life as kind of like, you know, a time log. I can look back and be like, what was I doing in my first week of uni? I can have a look and I can see I was having an absolute blast of a time. And I probably did put clips in there that I probably shouldn't. Like, if I'm just absolutely passed out on a pavement, I probably shouldn't be uploading clips of that onto the internet, you know. But that's what happened. So, you know, I was being true to what happened. But I was making all these kind of vlogs, and then one day I had a random email off the head of student services saying, we're a little bit concerned about your YouTube videos, and I would like you to come in for a meeting to discuss, you know, just discuss a little, have a little chat about them. And I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking maybe he's just being a bit conscious. He's seeing me upload videos where I'm drunk, and he's like, you know, that might not look good to a potential employer or whatnot. And, you know, maybe he's going to go along those kind of lines. No. Turns out, multiple different groups of female students complained that my videos were sexist. Now, unless they meant sexiest, then, yeah, okay. But me, sexist. I cried at the Barbie movie. I'm not sexist, alright? Like, if you actually knew me in person, you would know that I'm the least sexist person. I'm unfortunately a bit too in touch with my feminine side. So to get that kind of complaint about me was like, what? And the worst part was they wouldn't tell me who exactly made those things, those complaints, because I wanted to ask, like, what parts of my videos they found sexist. Maybe it was just a crappy joke, but they wouldn't tell me. And the head of student services, though, said this. Because of these complaints, we had to action them, and the uni president, the head of uni student services, and himself all had to watch and analyse my videos, me being drunk, passed out on a pavement, kebab on the face, absolute states, right? They had to review my videos and decide whether they wanted to kick me out of the uni or not. The uni president and the student team, what was it? It was like the uni PR team and the student union. They all decided that I should be kicked out of uni for my videos because it sets a bad example that, you know, oh, you go to uni just to get drunk. It's not about, you know, your studies and all that. And I almost actually got kicked out of uni because I was just having fun, which is weird. It's like FPL, like, you know, somebody trying to have fun, no, shut down, just like in real life, apparently. But then, thankfully, the head of student services guy, the guy who I had this meeting with, was like, me personally, I backed you up. I said to all of these people, no, you forget that when you were in uni, you were just having fun. This is the uni life. And, you know, it might not be everyone's uni life, but it was my uni experience, and that's completely okay. So thankfully, because of him, I didn't get kicked out of uni. And thankfully, because of him, I was allowed to, like, well, they said I was allowed to keep making videos, but I was no longer allowed to put the university name in the title, because I think that's what the connection, they were like, you know, people search, oh, yeah, that's what it was. They were jealous that when they were searching that specific uni onto YouTube, I was coming up first because I had more views and subscribers than them. I didn't have many views and subscribers on my other channel, but it was still more than them, and they didn't like that, apparently. This is what I mean when I'm just going to chat shite in this podcast, because, you know, it's good to bring more personality into these FPL videos, you know. But let's actually move on to FPL and why I brought that up. And because I was making those uni vlogs and stuff, and then I couldn't make the uni vlogs as I was anymore, and then I was a little unsure what to upload on my other channel, which was just called Nathan Bacon, by the way. I had a Fortnite video that like got quite a lot of views and that, so I was like trying to do that kind of content, and then I realized I didn't really like it. I started uploading loads of football content because I was like, you know, I love football and all that. But then I sat down one day. I did play FPL, but not seriously at all. Like, or I did play it seriously, but just not consistently. I think that's a better way to say. You know, I would play it for like a few weeks, forget about it, and then like 3 months later and be like, oh, I've still got this player in from Game Week 1 who's not even in the country anymore. There we go. like how most of us played FPL once upon a time, right? But then I was sitting there, and it was just before I was gonna start work. I just got a summer placement in work, and in a new place, and I was sat there on a Sunday, I had nothing to do, and I was like, oh, what could I do like this summer, like in my spare time? Because I don't really know if I want to do these YouTube videos on this channel anymore. So is there something else I could do? And then an FPL for that season, literally just that day, got released. Well, might have been a few days before. But then I saw quite a few videos of FPL getting suggested to me, because I did already watch some FPL videos. But then I watched one, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I've been doing a lot of this football content. Maybe I just create a football channel. And at first, when I did create this channel, it wasn't going to be a just purely FPL-based channel. It was going to be football. Now, my very first video was my first FPL draft. You can see right here, 2 truths, 1 lie. And then I made a couple more videos because I was looking to see what kind of videos everybody else makes. No top 6 teams, 0% selected teams. I mean, these are the types of videos that still don't get made, you know. I was still, like, 2 truths, 1 lie FPL video. That, like, has anybody ever thought of that? Again, I need to stop, like, massaging my own ego. This is not me saying I'm better than everybody else. I'm just saying, from the very start, I've always wanted to be, like, different, but not different for different sake, like different to actually bring some value. That's the main important thing. But as you can see, my 4th video, rating other YouTubers' first drafts, is actually still my most popular video. And then since then, I went straight to 1,000 subscribers. And then as soon as I released that video and it started popping off, I didn't release another video on my other channel at all. Didn't even think about making another video. I just started continuing with this. And then, yeah, it was going to be a football channel. And I mean, I did do like ranking home team kits video, and I did do a Premier League predictions video, but it's pretty much just been FPL since then. I made 510 videos, apparently. Hey, that's a lot of videos. Yeah, so when I first started, you know, the kinds of videos that were being made and the kind of content that was out there was just people choosing an FPL team like most people would choose it, you know. You have a quick browse, you choose your favorite players, you chuck it in, and then there you go. You know, you're not actually analyzing it that much. Like, should we go back and have a look at my FPL first draft? And let's see. Oh God, look at this. I literally make a joke about this as a new channel. See, I made a joke that I made it into the top 1 million for the first time the season before. That shows how much of an FPL expert I was. But if we look at my first draft team, I mean, David Brooks in there. Oh, maybe we shouldn't talk about some of the players. Joshua King, Vardy, Digne, Laporte. Like, it wasn't like I had a 5 million price goalkeeper. It wasn't like a team based on stats or just any analysis. It was literally just vibes. And I'm pretty sure most people's teams were like that. Obviously, you look at some stats, like who scored the most goals and the most clean sheets from what teams and stuff like that. But there was absolutely nothing with XG or things like that. And I'm not saying using that data is bad, but we'll get to that eventually. But back in the day, it was just vibes, and that was the best kind of things, because, you know, you chose a player. I'm pretty sure I chose Dan James when he was at Man United. Why? Because I liked him. He ended up scoring on his debut, and I was like, nobody else had him. I was like, you know what? This is the most fun you can have in FPL. And now we see the state of it with everybody the exact same team choosing it because this AI told us to. It's just not the way I like to go, you know. But yeah, back in the day, obviously there was a lot of content creators, but when I first started making videos, there was no half the people's teams that I just showed, they didn't exist. FPL Black Box wasn't created yet, although obviously Az and Mark were around. FPL Raptor hadn't made a channel yet. FPL Focal, FPL Mate, none of them existed yet. And so imagine, you know, the content they make now, and remove that. That's all we had. We just had videos like me, and obviously there was quite a lot of others. Let's Talk FPL. We had ones back in the day like FPL TV, who I've seen hasn't uploaded this year. Quite a lot of others who were just having fun, choosing players because they liked them pretty much. And then as we've gone through the years, you know, stats have gone more into the game. And, you know, I actually really like stats. I actually understand stuff like XG and goals prevented and all of those kind of statistics. And they can be very useful, you know, in FPL. I do think a lot of them kind of lead you down one path because not every single player align with others with stats. So if you use one statistic, you know, it's only going to suggest players along those lines. But there's going to be outliers that don't follow it for whatever reason. You know, a player always takes shots from outside the box, you know. Strikers are always going to have a higher XG because, you know, they're just closer to the goal. Stuff like that. But since stats are becoming more and more involved, I think a lot of creators have thought they need to add stats. I certainly did. Like, although I use stats pretty much from the beginning, like, personally, I didn't put them in the video straight away. But then everybody else started using it. And I was like, well, yeah, I can't just say, oh, I'm choosing Mahrez because, you know, I like him. No, I had to actually, I felt like I needed to back that up by saying, no, Mahrez had a 0.74 XG per 90, you know, best in the league when he does play, you know, despite not starting most games and all that. And it kind of takes away from the fun of FPL because as soon as you involve stats, and especially now models like FPL Review and all of them, they're really, really good to like boil it down to just be like, right, I don't actually need to look into each of these individual things now. It can just tell me this player good, this player good, this player good. Now it's just making everybody just see the first 5 players and be like, good, 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 in my team, in my team, in my team. And then what happens when that happens? We get all of this. All of the teams exactly the same. And then that's kind of what it's done to FPL and FPL teams, where everyone's teams is pretty much the same because, you know. And then the thing is as well, when there is a player that does do really well, like and that doesn't really back it up with the stats, like, you know, like a Lingard or a what's his name, Newcastle, Willock, that's the one. These kind of players that just don't show up good on the stats but actually did well in FPL. Nowadays, when players like that do well, people are like, oh, but he hasn't got good stats, so nah, don't want him. He's not going to keep it up, right? But the thing is with stats, it tells you how things have gone, and, you know, if things have gone a certain way, you know, Liverpool have created this many chances, it's more than likely that they will keep that up, but it doesn't mean to say that everything that has happened needs to have a direct impact on what is going to happen. Or it's, you know, sometimes you have outliers. Sometimes somebody just scores their first ever goal. And somebody just scores a hat-trick and they've never taken a shot this season. These things happen, right? But because we're so heavily into stats now, we're never going to choose players off 5s. We're never going to choose, you know, not a single serious manager has got Son in their team, even though his stats are, like, really, really good. But under a new manager, he could do really well. Players like Almiron scored all the goals last season. Not a single one of him. He might be starting in a Newcastle team who are really, really good. So what I'm trying to say is stats bad, vibes better. That's all I'm trying to say, right? Now, I'm saying, why do we play FPL, you know? We play FPL, well, I feel like most people should play FPL to enhance their experience of football. You know, you might actually, you probably watch football anyway, most people who play FPL. And you just want to have that extra bit of excitement, you know. Why would I care about, I don't know, Everton Fulham this weekend if I didn't have an FPL player in my team from one of them, you know? But having FPL gives you that opportunity to celebrate something. I feel like that's why, you know, what I originally started. But then this obsession with, like, overall rank and having to do better and better. I know, like, it's fun with your friends to compete, right? But I don't think the only fun should be your overall rank. Like, I've said before, I'd happily sacrifice 5, 10, 15% on my points if that meant 5, 10, 15% more fun. And that's kind of why I've just decided to choose the strategy I have with myself this season. And to reiterate, if you don't know already, again, yeah, I'm not playing FPL seriously. I'm going to use my chips whenever I want. I'm going to be captaining goalkeepers. I'm going to be choosing players that are 0% owned. Because I just want to make more fun content. And this is also another reason that I'm making this podcast now. I'm going to try and keep this consistently. Because I feel like playing it the way I'm going to play it is going to be so different to a lot of other people. I'm going to have a unique perspective of how the game is making me feel. And how if I'm actually enjoying FPL or not. And then I can, you know, talk about that. And then you can either follow along and enjoy it that way. I might even convince some of you to play it the way I'm playing it. I mean, I don't want to say, like, I'm doing it like this. I'm having more fun. All of them bad. Me good. Do me now. Oh, do me. No, you have to subscribe to my OnlyFans if you want to do that. But yeah, again, like the OnlyFans, you know, I do actually have an FPL OnlyFans. No, I don't have my buddy Rocker out on there, but we're just having fun. And that's all it's about, you know. That's what life's about. Just have fun and enjoy. I don't like how serious FPL is getting now in terms of just not having fun. And that's all I want to do. I just want to have fun. And even if it's me having fun and I can share that fun and none of you are doing the same with your teams and you can just experience that fun through my videos and then you can play it seriously, then happy days. My job is done. But all right, I think I've chatted enough shite, to be honest. I mean, I've pretty much just repeated myself, not said anything valuable, and just wasted your time. But I'm just chatting shite. And that's what you can expect from this podcast. Like and subscribe. Available on all podcast platforms if you want me to let you waste another half an hour of your life every week. Thanks. But now it's the moment we've all been waiting for. And you're probably like, what, the end of the video? I can finally start watching? Yay. Ah, shut up, cheeky scrub. No, it is my final team. Are you ready for this? Oh. Hey, pranked. Join my league, by the way. What is my code? How do you see it on here? Invite. My code is... Oh, I copied it. KOF2R8. Join, cheeky scrub. I think, yeah, I think stuff like... Now, let's show my team and then... So my team, my final FPL Game Week 1 team, that's not changing until I change it, is... Oh, hey! Is the exact same team as I revealed on the preview show. If you haven't seen that already, cheeky scrub. But here we go. So we do have a... Oh, this is going to mess up. Oh. See, with stats, you would never see stuff like this on YouTube. But with vibes... So the team is Pope in goals, Nick Pope, John Stones, General G. Oh no, I've got a player same as everybody else. No, get rid. Dunk and a Stupinan. Oh, a Stupinan. To be fair, a Stupinan is like 52% owned. Too statty for me, Bacon Boy. Get rid of him. No, you're only getting him because everybody else told him to get him. No, I'm getting him because he's playing Luke Dunn. And that's pretty much it. Anderson and Geary, I bet you don't even see a single person with a Palace defender. I got 2. Eze, Bowen, Pedro, Haaland, Solanke, Edison, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka. So to be fair, I do still have like, what, 6 or 7 players the same as other people? Stones, Estupinan, Haaland, maybe a Pedro, and then 2 Arsenal attackers, but I got 3. But I've got all 3 Arsenal midfield attackers. Well, the 3 most attacking ones. I don't want Declan Rice in my squad, right? And also Edison on the bench because, yes, I am bench boosting in Game Week 1. So my plan is, if you guys don't already know, and I'm going to repeat myself for the 5th time already, but that's what we do. We chat shy, we just have fun. The reason I'm doing this is so I can make a Game Week 1 bench boost video. It's going to be like, I bench boosted in Game Week 1, and it went like this. A dot, ellipsis. Thanks. Welcome to my English classes. not included in the Patreon. Don't have a Patreon, by the way, but I have an OnlyFans. Subscribe. So yeah, in that video, I am going to be reacting and seeing if my bench boost does well. So my bench boost is obviously triple Arsenal, but then I've got a Man City goalkeeper, defender, clean sheet there as well. So the first game, I'm going to be reacting to the first game of Burnley Man City, where I have a defender starting, a bench boost clean sheet, and Haaland captain to, you know, get us into the video. I feel like that's almost guaranteed points right there, Haaland captain. So that's going to give me some joy at the start of the season and the start of the video and that. And then it goes into the make or break. Arsenal against Forest in the first game, where I got triple Arsenal attack. Up the arse. Love that. So yeah, the video is going to be I bench boost in game week 1, and I'm going to be reacting to those 2 games straight away. That's, well, most of the video is me reacting to that game, and then kind of doing an overview of the other games. And every single player I've chosen is also playing in Friday and Saturday. I haven't chose anybody from the Sunday or Monday games, just so I can make the video on the Saturday, just because that's the YouTube system, you know. You got to make videos quick, fast. But now, because I wanted the bench boost in game week 1, I thought, what are the best games to bench boost? And with this one being on TV, this one being on TV, and I can actually watch it and react to it. And I've got a nice little trick up my sleeve to actually not show some footage, but be able to show on the screen what's happening. Not actually showing the game, but I can actually show what I'm talking about and reacting to. So it's not just like a blank screen of me and be like, Jesus is in, goal. No, you'll actually be able to see. But yeah, that I'll be able to react to that game, and hopefully make what will be my favourite FPL video, and hopefully the most unique and interesting FPL video yet. Because one, I'm not playing it like anybody else. Like you know, people don't play seriously, and you might do certain things, but I feel like they don't really do like a topical thing like mine. Whereas mine is like, I bench boost this week, I'm gonna do a free hit next week. Oh yeah, and what I'm also going to do in that reaction vlog is, if the bench boost fails, I'm going to do a surprise forfeit. Now I'm going to secret forfeit. I'm calling it a secret forfeit because I won't know the forfeit until I have to do it, because then I can decide what I have to do. Because for instance, if I say, for every player that blanks, I'm going to do a shot of vodka. But then, if I say that from the start, and then 15 of my players blank, I'll be dead. I'll be blanked. So I don't want that. So my secret forfeit is gonna be not secret to me. I'm just deciding later. So it is a secret to me, actually. I just don't decide until I have to. I don't decide until I know I have to do a forfeit. I might not do a forfeit every week, you know, if just it goes really well, then I'll just celebrate. But if it doesn't, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. If it goes well, then hopefully I can celebrate, and you know, it's a good video because I'm like, way. But then if it doesn't go well, it's a bit gloomy. I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. But then I have to do a forfeit, so it's good for you. So, you know, hopefully either way it goes, I'll be able to make some fun content, and then yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good to go. And then game week 2, I'll be doing my free hit. Yeah, game week 2, I'm gonna do a free hit. In game week 3, I'm gonna be doing wild card probably. And then game week 4, I'm actually on holiday just after game week 4, so I might not do my triple captain then. And then I'll do it another week, probably game week 5. So that's kind of the strategy. And if you guys didn't see, so my own content strategy this year then is I'm going to be doing a reaction vlog like that every week. Some of them later on in the season might just be, I captain this player over this player. Everyone else captain this player. I thought this one was more fun, so I'm just going to do that. It might be as simple as letting you guys choose my team. I might be like, do a massive poll on the YouTube or Twitter comments or whatever. You know, I'll let you guys choose up to 40 hits in my team if you want. And, you know, hopefully that could be an interesting video. I'm just looking to, like, spice it up a bit and bring some original content. I might not enjoy it. Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Let's move on to that. This will be the final thing I'm going to chat shit about, and then you're free to go. The main reason I'm completely changing the way I'm playing FPL and my content is because I'm just not really enjoying FPL in its current state, like, about all the things we've talked about. Everyone's got the same team, and me, because I come from a background of, like, making a video, I'm not making a video about FPL for FPL. I'm making a video to make a video, if that makes sense. FPL just happens to be the topic I'm making about. And because I'm a creative, I want to get those creative juices flowing, and I want to improve my videos every time. I want to do unique things. I'm all about just making the best content. And as soon as I feel like my content isn't providing value or isn't providing any form of entertainment or any worth, then I'm like, what's the point? I don't want to waste your time, and especially my time, because I work a full 9 to 5. I've got a busy life, got a girlfriend and all that. But, you know, I am a busy man, and I want to be able to do things in life. So I want to make sure that the time that I'm spending doing things like YouTube videos, I'm actually enjoying. Because the content of, you know, me sitting there for 20 minutes, this is so ironic because it's kind of what I'm doing right now. But the content of me sitting here 20 minutes talking about my team, oh my God, that's literally what I'm doing right now. I'm going back to my old ways, no! But no, the concept, you know, going through the team selection, the preview, the best players over and over and over again. And it's not the fact of that, it's the fact that I'm saying what 50 other FPL YouTubers are saying, because there's just there's no variety, you know. Everyone's got the same fixtures, everyone's got the same players in real life. It's really hard to differentiate yourself, and if you are doing it, you're doing it for the sake of it, which is, again, ironic, because that's kind of what I'm doing. But that's also the point of why I'm doing it like I'm doing. I didn't want to just be a little bit different and still play it properly, but be different for the sake of it. I was like, no, you know what? If I'm going to be different, let's just flip it upside down. Australia edition upside down. I can't really do that, sorry. Let's flip the script upside down and just play FPL completely differently, do completely different videos, and then just see how it goes. I might hate it. You guys might love it. I might love it. You guys might hate it. At the end of the day, if at least some of you enjoying it and I'm enjoying it, then that's all I can ask for. Even if, you know, I go down to like 50 views because my channel's dying. No, I like it. Even if I go down to that, but I'm enjoying it, that's all I can ask for. And hopefully you've enjoyed this Game Week 1 knee jerk. I mean, has it been good? I don't know. But also, I've been watching a lot of Elite FPL Steve-O. Shout out to him. I should have reviewed their team, to be fair, but I don't know if they've done that team. Anyway, because what his videos are quite a bit different is that he just chinwags about life, and he just chills. He takes the pish out of other FPL YouTubers. Pretty much what I've done in this video. No, I haven't copied him. But, like, he made a good point where, you know, we don't want to see, like, just people talk about their teams for 10 minutes and that's it. You want to see some personality. I think the best parts of this FPL community is, like, the collaboration, not just on videos, but, like, just the community. And just talking about your team and then that being it, no personality sprinkled in, no fun. Anybody could do that. You could do that. There could be thousands of people doing that. There is thousands of people doing that. But then somebody who doesn't know you, why would they choose you over someone else? They don't. Unless you do something crazy like finish first in the world or whatever, you know. And I tried that. It's hard. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I just want some personality out there. And I feel like my content will hopefully inspire some people to play FPL a bit differently, if that's the least, at the most. Hopefully spawn a new genre within FPL content creation of making these different types of videos, whether or not they be themed or just crazy videos, forfeits, all of that. I just want the community to grow, because I feel like the people in the community are hating it right now. They're hating content creation. They're hating making content. They're hating viewing content. They're hating anything to do with content and playing, because, you know, the more aware we are of things, effective ownership, stats, and all that kind of takes away from the FPL aspect. And then because of all the stats, everybody's repeating the exact same things. Everybody's doing the same things. And then as soon as somebody does something slightly different, it's like, well, you're just doing that to be different. They're not any better because these stats told me so. Oh, but you're always using those stats, so you're just copying everybody else. You know, you can't win. So instead of winning, leave and create your own genre like me. Yes. But yeah, the content is going to be a reaction vlog on the weekend. Like a vlog, it might be kind of a vlog, more of a reaction video. FPL Preview Show, if you haven't seen, that's going to be more of a comedy-based. I say comedy-based. It's going to be scripted to at least try and be a bit funny. As funny as I can be. I'm not that funny. People who know me say well, some people who know me say I'm funny when I'm not trying to be funny. But when I try to be funny and script it, I'm less funny. It's weird how that works, isn't it? Like, try funny, no funny. Not try funny, funny. Maybe that... Oh, wait, that's why I'm going to win FPL. Because I'm not trying to win FPL. So I'm going to win FPL. Oh, yeah. I keep going back and forth, back and forth. This is like ADHD podcast. I don't even have ADHD, but this is going to be a diagnosis. So, with my team... 3 players that game, including captain, 3 players in the bench boost there. I'm hoping that my team gets, like, a really good rank right at the start. And then I can just screenshot that and be like, ha, I'm not even playing FPL seriously, and I'm beating all of you. Unlucky! That would be pretty funny. As soon as I get the screenshot, though, I'm dipping. And then that's why I'm captaining. Who should I captain? I'm going to captain Harry oh my God. I could captain Harry Maguire. Yes, I'm going to triple captain Goat Linton at some point as well. But yeah, preview show, going to attempt to do a comedy-based one. That one is going to be, I say similar to this. It's going to be about talking about last week and bringing it into next week. But that one, I actually want to bring some sort of value, but I'm going to present it through comedy. So, for instance, if there's an injury, I'm going to talk about that injury, but then... No, I don't want to say make a joke about the injury, but I'll be doing a scene where I'm the doctor and I'm diagnosing him, for instance, and then hopefully that'll at least spread the information, but then through the means of comedy and entertainment. So you get to get some knowledge about FPL and football, what's happened, and then I also get to entertain you at the same time. I feel like that's a win-win. And then apart from them two, I'm going to be doing this. Nathan Bacon Jerky. Oh, my green screen doesn't go that far. Nathan Bacon Jerky podcast. Where it's going to be pretty much like this. I'm just going to be chatting shite. Some of them might be 10, 20 minutes. I've got the hiccups now. 10, 20 minutes long. Some of them might be an hour long. No idea how long this one is. But obviously it will be a bit more, I don't want to say structured. I'll have more particular things to talk about. Topics, for instance. Because... we'll actually be talking about the games that have just happened. This is going to be like a FPL reaction. No, yeah, a knee-jerk reaction podcast. Yeah, that's the whole point of... I think my dog wants to join for a collab. No, thank you. A bit too loud for me. Yeah, that's all I wanted. That's what the... Oh, dog, why do you do this? Can't believe I completely ruined my train of thought. So you know what? Dog has channeled my inner dog. Let's collab with my dog. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. This is the type of content you can't get anywhere else. Right, yeah, because I'm wasting too... I want to chat shite, but this is too much shite. Hopefully I've covered everything. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about the games, what has happened in this podcast, and then also if anything happens in the community or anything specific to football, I'm going to do a knee-jerk reaction to that, a Nathan Bacon Jerky podcast to that, and that will be that. And hopefully that is that for the end of this podcast, Game Week 1. I'm sure none of you are here. If some of you have made it to this point, why? But also, thank you, because this is like a true test of character. If you managed to get this far in this video, then your life must be really boring, and I feel really sorry for you. Now I'm just insulting the only people that are actually watching me. That's such a terrible idea. What am I doing? I'm so sorry. DM me, and I'll send you free FPL OnlyFans pics. How does that sound? Right, I've recovered it. There you go. That's going to be all. Thanks for listening, for watching. It's going to be on all of the podcast platforms over there. Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts, and YouTube. I mean, most people will probably just watch it here. And to be fair, I'm going to be talking about stuff on the screen, so it's going to be a better experience here. But it's going to be mainly audio-based. It's going to be a podcast. Not really a vodcast. More of a podcast. But that is that. And Bacon Boy, shut the now. It's time to go. Thanks for watching. And also, remember, I'm not going to cut this part in, so I'm going to do, don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon for the Nathan Bacon Jerky podcast right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.